Hello, bro.
Yo, what up?
So I heard you watch a movie with a friend without me.
No, with a bunch of friends.
How could you? It's fine.
Dude,
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. I'm just joshing, man.
dude,
So
I actually don't really want to watch it. I
okay,
mean,
okay.
because like it's not my ticket, but it's an expensive one,
You don't
and
want to go to waste.
someone pull out the last minute, but they're not making me pay, so I might as well,
Yeah, never waste the ticket, right?
Dude, it's $40.
Yeah, it's
It,
freaking IMAX 3D, right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah, and
tell me.
the
Yeah.
movie is called Fighter.
Oh yeah, it's that new Hrithik Roshan movie with the Hindi Top Gun ripoff, right? That's what they all say, That's what they all say about it.
Yeah. That's what I thought too, watching it. Um, yeah, the
Man, you
like
you
well, if you will watch my video, like I sort of like do a short review on it. Right after watch it with like bus pop, right? And then he asked me like, what's your like the one sentence
Oh yeah,
description of this movie?
okay.
I'm like, ding 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 ding.
I
That's what I can think about.
I should add that to our as seen on Buzzpop playlist. The money, okay, all right. So, all right. Oh, that's your one sentence reaction.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Let's
Oh
get
god.
two things out of the way,
All right,
right?
all right, all right.
One, yes, there's like over the top, like zoom in, and there's like special effects sounds just for people appearing on screen,
Of
and
course.
then there are dancing sequences that doesn't make sense. Like yeah, that those happen, and that's like at this point that's the format of it. So for me to talk about that or criticize that is kind of like pointless because it's gonna happen, no matter what, right? And
Yeah.
this is like a family film, like they still do that thing, right? They watch it with the entire family over there in India,
Probably,
and
yeah.
then before they go home they eat together and they talk about the movie and then they go home. It's like a family thing, so it's supposed to be a little bit fun for everyone. So I'm not gonna knock on that. But the
Mm.
thing is, it it do be a bit too cheesy though.
Ah,
I mean, like,
okay.
there's one part, right, when the main character first appear, he flies the jet like close to the floor, upside down.
What?
He flies the jet.
Okay.
He's supposed to land, but he is doing it upside down.
Why?
I don't know, just to show off.
Oh
It's
god.
just like that's the difference between this and Top Gun.
Okay.
I mean, like Top Gun is meant to be a serious movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is too, but it does it in so much of a bombastic way that you can possibly take it seriously. There are other stuff that you can't take seriously in this movie, which people do take it seriously, which makes it even funnier. And I will get to that.
All right. Okay.
And then the thing is, it's like, you know, um, you have this woman who's attractive. She's like piloting a helicopter, and then she land, and then the main character comes, and then they meet each other, and then they're supposed to be in one team, right? And then when they're about to move to the lecture room, and
Uh huh.
lecture room before they start talk about like, yeah, it is like a sort of like introduction lecture of the mission they're gonna be having.
Okay. Or mission briefing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And the commanding officer
Uh huh.
is giving like a mini lecture, so to
Okay.
speak.
Okay.
So before they enter, right, before they go to that room, he says like something along the line, maybe that these these people alone,
Uh huh.
these teams so far, although some of the best, may not be able to, what do you call it, to complete this mission because it's kind of like mission impossible in a way.
Oh
Like,
no.
they didn't say that. They didn't say that, but it's insinuated like they don't say it like that. That don't worry, it's not
Yeah,
that
I
bad.
know. I'm just saying. Oh no, in a. Oh no.
And then the main character goes like, but I can make a change.
Oh, you can do it, but
And,
I
and,
can.
and then the woman is like, you know, the woman who is like also attractive, so they're like, will they, won't they totally would. It's so obvious. She's like, arrogance, and then it's like, no, confidence.
Arrogant.
Confident.
Oh God. So that's what the specs is for.
Yeah,
God
I
damn
bring
it.
it for the bit.
God damn it.
As you can see, my delivery is bad
Yeah, it's probably
because I
say.
didn't practice this.
I guess it's probably say cheesy, right? Than you
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Right.
That's why I do. I go like you know, like a retard, and then I don't practice anything. You know, I didn't talk about these movies in the sense with a sense of respect, and you know, I really cheap English. You know, that's me. But anyways, so like they go to the lecture room, and they like, you need to like see, I do the like thing again.
Right. Okay.
You need to come together and create a bond. So to speak, it's like a artificial bond. If you think about it, they're not gonna bond together naturally. They're gonna bond because the commanding officer told them to, right? So they went to a restaurant, and there are things that happen in a restaurant where he's supposed to do like a, not to they're just there. He's supposed to get biryani from two women from like another table for his whole group. It's kind of weird, right? People just eating biryani. It's like, can I have your biryani? No, not like, can I have a stick of meat or something like that. It's like, can I have a whole plate of biryani? And it's kind of there. And then he does like puppy eyes. It's like, please. And then they're all like, oh, it's so hot. And then they just give him the biryani. Yeah, this movie, without spoiling it later, they actually use that thing as kind of like a plot device. There's a payoff.
There's a payoff.
It's a sort of a running joke, so to speak.
But it has a payoff.
Yeah, it does.
Oh God.
So
Damn.
that's kind of interesting.
That's cool. That's cool.
And then they have like a bunch of parties, and I can feel like they do not know what to do with the movie. Not all
Okay.
the way. What I'm trying to say is like that they know a destination that they're going to, but they decided to instead of creating more like character build up, actual writing for all the different characters that's supposed to be in a team, they instead opt that out for montages of them hanging out at different places. So you know what that is, right?
Okay.
That is the volleyball scene, and then the scene where they hang like at the bar and they sing.
Okay.
But all of that is done in musical montage form.
Oh, is that bad or what?
Yeah, it's kind of bad because something happened in the future, and it feels kind of like a cheap way of trying to get a tearjerker.
Oh.
Because it's what do you call it thing? It does this flashback thing where it flashes back to these montages instead of actual moments with actual scripts and actual character build-ups. We're just supposed to accept their artificial bonding, especially now it is done in musical montage form, as genuine friendship bonding.
I thought.
And when things happen to these characters, they're gonna show all those clips as if there's something actual going on.
But I thought like in like Hindi films usually when there's like the music montage, I thought it's like a moment where it's like a thing that is out of the movie and then you just do it for escapism.
No, that is outside of that. They have those things.
Okay.
And they do it really well in the sense that they have actual choreography. The dance are not too masculine. I think it's more in the realm of like Justin Bieber and Justin Timberlake. Like the thing is, why I put those two in the same school of dance, Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, not because they do both Justins. I'm talking about like how they focus more on the dance to look more flamboyant and fluid, as opposed to masculine, so it's pretty.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty, what do you call it thing? Unisex.
Okay.
The dance moves are
They move
unisex,
right.
and they done well.
Okay.
So even though I said I'm not gonna criticize that, because I am not criticizing, I'm commending it. It actually looks good.
Alright.
But you know, again, that's not my cup of tea. When it does happen, I'm just saying that there are some good parts of it. Those are done well, and they're their own thing, and they are out of the movie. But these musical montages where they're bonding, they are in the movie.
Oh.
See, it's like a cheap way of showing that these people got to know each other, but it's kind of like artificial, because we see them laughing and everything, but we don't get to know what they were talking about. So it's like watching a corporate ad, where everybody is smiling, everybody is buddy.
No, those are the worst kinds. No.
Yeah. I don't enjoy those moments, but what I do enjoy though, that this movie,
Okay.
probably more so than Top Gun, there are a lot of like, because I think this movie is like one of the longer ones, right? Is it like 3 hours something? Even have like an intermission thing.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's the classic Hollywood
Yeah,
and Bollywood kind of movie.
it's the format, right?
It's the
Yeah, it
format,
is a longer movie, so it has more time. So naturally, it does a lot of training scenes. I think that's what goes on into the cutting room floor, or when they were planning this. They're like, oh, okay, we cannot waste time on this bonding. So instead, we've used more time on the things that people actually want to see. The dog fighting and everything. There's a lot of that, even in training.
And how does the visual effects look though?
When you look at the best PS3, PS4 cutscenes,
Okay, that's still kind of acceptable, I guess.
yeah, and
It's
they
not
do.
it's not Top Gun Maverick level, but it's acceptable.
Yeah, it's like, that does not look realistic, but it looks serviceable.
Okay.
Just as much as you were playing your game and you're like, oh, that looks kind of nice, in that kind of way. The thing about the, what do you call that thing, the sequences, is I like the fact that despite it doesn't look the best, it is done mostly in day. So they really like show the full visual of what they're capable of. They're good, but the problem with the animation is that you don't feel the weight. It feels they're moving a little bit too fast. I mean, when they maneuver to the left or to the right, it's like instantaneous.
So it feels like when you're playing old GTA games, like when you flip the car, it's like like insane instead of like having like an actual car weight. Like
Yeah. It kind of feels like that, but in the air.
okay,
So it's not my kind of thing, but to me, in the service of telling the story and to keep everyone safe, I guess that's a good alternative, a good compromise. So yeah, I think the fight scenes are kind of fun. And there's a bunch of background story why the CEO kind of don't like the main character, because he does stuff in the past.
okay.
They do a good job of planting that seed of doubt that the CEO have over the main character. Even ever since the beginning. Oh, nothing changed. Like when that guy first appear, like he first, like I said, like he goes like stylistically upside down for some reason, right?
Or is it the okay.
In the beginning that
Okay.
I told you, the CEO is like, nothing's changed, and they're like, are we going to allow him to join this mission? Let him in, something like that, something like that. But it's still kind of like doubt the main character, and they've been doing a good job. But there are things that happen after the training. As you can obviously guess, some of the training did not go well, and it is the fault of the main character. And then the CEO just let out full exposition style about all that happened, and it feels kind of, I wouldn't say unearned, because they did plant the seed. It's just that the pacing is kind of
Off. Oh, okay.
It's hard to describe because when you learn about the relationship between the main character of Top Gun
Uh-huh.
and Marstella's character, you kind of like that makes sense. Okay, I can see that because maybe the thing is it has the first movie to establish that, so that's the thing too. But this movie, like I said before, instead of working on all these relationships verbally and that we can witness in a form of like actual storytelling instead of musical montages, it does not have enough to establish the runway so that this exposition can take off properly.
Okay.
It's kind of um out of nowhere, and then it shows the flashback of what happened in the past anyway.
I so they want to have it they can eat it too. They want to show
Yeah,
both.
like
Like instead of like maybe what could have they done is like the flashback scene, they show it, and then that scene that you're saying is just like a narration to the flashback. They could have done that, right?
what I do
Or one of
what
it.
I do prefer is Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
Although it's a series, what I like about the show is that they do this uh characters reacting to things that is affected by the past, and they give small descriptions. They're like really subtle expositions of what happened in the past. And guess what? Zero flashbacks. So you only get the information about the past by putting the puzzle together yourself, just by listening and paying attention to the whole show.
Right. You told me this before, yeah.
So um when you do that, there's no need for you to go to visual flashback, but this movie does it.
Oh, okay.
And then they go to even comical level where something happened to this important person in his life, and then there's later like he goes to another place where he has to help like newer recruits,
Okay.
and the one of the recruits name is the same as the person that he knows in the past.
Oh.
It feels kind of like
Martha.
it feels somewhat anime.
Anyway.
However,
Oh god.
weirdly enough, they did not linger on that.
Okay.
And then he goes back to the team anyways. And that feels kind of like they putting another seed to create a new arc, but it's more of a loading screen to get back to the team so they can fight the terrorists. Yeah, they're fighting the terrorists anyways. Oh yeah, the thing about the terrorists too.
Yeah.
They are Pakistani. They are a Muslim. Okay, there's a Muslim terrorist group. They kind of hijack the Pakistani military at the time.
Okay.
Like they this is the leader of the military, and this terrorist group's leader talk to him on an advisory as an advisor first, but little by little tries to like assert dominance.
Oh, okay.
So without a doubt, this movie is going all out, India good, Pakistan bad. But it however does not do different religions good, Islam bad. Because a lot of people actually says that.
And even I heard like this movie is like banned in some
Yeah.
countries for that.
But there is a martyr in the movie that dies who is a Muslim, and he is part of India. So it doesn't make sense for people to feel like, oh, this movie is Islamophobia. It's not Islamophobia. It's just really jingoistic. It's like, oh, Jai Hind, like India is the best, right? Like victory to India or whatever. It does paint the picture that the Pakistani people, like the terrorists are really evil. The Muslim terrorists are really evil. But that's just happenstance. It could be any other kind of terrorist. They don't have to be Muslim. But when it comes to the military of the Pakistani, it shows that they are incompetent. So that's why I love this movie, because like unlike a certain movie where they want to do propaganda, they fall flat on their face because they half-ass the whole thing. This movie goes all the way. This movie
Okay.
goes all like it goes really, so to speak, full retard. Like RDJ said in Tropic Thunder,
Okay.
that you see they are straight up telling you how to think, but at the same time, because it's so ridiculous, they know that people already make up their mind. If they already have a certain political belief, let's say you're from Pakistan, you're watching this, they know you're gonna hate this. If you're from India and you're patriotic, they know you're gonna love this. So they pick a
yes.
side, they go all the way. So me as an outsider watching this, this is really stupid. There's no way that the Pakistani could be this incompetent, and there's no way that the Indian are this epic.
So it's all for show.
Yeah, it's totally fake and jingoistic, and it's like it's a whole lot of fun because they go full retard. I like the fact that for one, that there are two main villains, so to speak. Okay. So that's the leader of the terrorists. He's just a guy that uses guns. Oh my god, I'm glad this guy is not the main character because his hair is so fabulous, man.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to make him look menacing, which he does, but the hair is just too fabulous. And it's like, oh my god, if he's the main character, I'm gonna see even more of him. And then that thing where it's like, please, where the main character plays with his eyes, it will work on me. The main characters doesn't work. But if the villain does that to me, it's like, dude, I'm joining Pakistan, man, all the way. Like, I reject Hind. I go with whatever they're with, you know?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, so
Fucking beautiful.
I like the fact that they don't make him, in some kind of contrived way, suddenly ride the fighter jet.
Okay.
Instead, they make it in the story that the terrorist group recruited an ex, I think it's an ex in the military. I don't remember.
Okay.
He defected, right?
Okay.
And he was a pilot. He was a jet fighting pilot. So he's the enforcer in the skies. Okay. So the main character, when he fights someone in the skies, it's not the main villain, it's the enforcer.
Wow.
So they don't make it a contrived way that the villain suddenly knows how to fly fighter jet, because we know that only special and elite and people who with lots and lots and lots and lots of training are able to ride fighter jets. Like not just fighter jets, a plane, a helicopter, let alone fighter jet.
But you have to remember, a plane is a plane.
So there you go.
No, but okay, sir, a plane is a plane. Are you implying that a plane's not a plane? Because a plane is a plane.
I mean, that's just such a vague general
A
statement.
plane is a plane.
Okay.
Where's that?
That's Wonder
Where's that
Woman. Wonder Woman 84. A plane is a plane. You know, no matter if you're from, from back then and you want to pilot a modern jet, a plane is a plane.
Oh, and that's how they justify that. I mean, was it like World War One? Was it World War One? Is it trenches set?
Yeah,
World War One veteran can ride a World War Two
A modern jet.
Modern jet. You're talking about that, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Steve. What was his name?
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor. yeah. At least this movie is not that dumb.
Okay.
Mind you, for the record,
Okay.
we love Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't defend it.
No.
Go on ahead, shit on it. We know it's a bad movie afterwards, but
Yep.
while watching it, we enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yes, we did.
You know? So, anyways, back to this movie. So, the fight scenes are good. But my problem is, although the choreography are fine and this and that, and I like that there's violence.
Okay.
The violence are very heart punching. When someone is getting punched, it's like it slowly build up. It feels very realistic in a sense.
Okay.
But what I don't like is, remember when I said the animation is too light. So The jet is just like doing this. I mean, I know the fighter jet's really fast, right? That's obvious. But when you try to turn to the left, to the right, or you want to go upside down, or you going to go backwards, it's gonna take some time
Yeah.
for
But
you
it's
to
just,
maneuver the
so
jet.
they just go straight away, is it?
Yeah, it's a little bit too fast. It's too fast for my taste. And then, when I think of two other movies, RRR and Ratatouille, whereas those two movies are both ridiculous, but what I like is, for example, they got out of the base, and then someone have like a damaged leg. So one of them, okay, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna find medicinal herbs from the wild, and I'm gonna fix your leg. And then they fix the leg, and then near where he rests, there's a shrine, and there's a shrine. It's a shrine of an ancient hero, and there is a bow attached to that statue. So they take that bow, and then they take that bow, and they go back to the to the other. They went from the prison, now they go to the actual main headquarters of the villains, and one of the characters is eyeing like the weapon cache,
Okay.
where
Okay.
there's explosives there, so he targets that thing. Even though this movie, the sequences are ridiculous, there's like, what they say, a connecting tissue, so to speak, of like how one person get from point A to point B to point C to point D, point E to point F, all the way to Z. Just like Ratatouille, I want to get to that part. What I mean is, there's a destination, there's a build up, there are contraptions where Remy, the main character,
Is able to reach.
and slowly get his way to the pot where he would then garnish. And there's like a build up to all of that. In this movie, if there's a plan, things just happen, and we're just supposed to accept it that way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that's the part of it that which is like not my cup of tea. On top of the
Because you're all about process, right? Things
yeah. On top of like what I already don't prefer. So the thing is, watching this movie after having watched a more slice of life movie the day before, it's like a good contrast, because I watched a movie. Remember Rain Town?
Yeah, in town. Okay.
We and then we lepak at Mama, right?
Yeah.
We hang out, and then we talk about a bunch of things,
A lot of things. At a very
4
long.
hours,
Yeah.
and then we ended it at like 3 and a half a.m. 3 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
And then I went all the way home. I don't go to my own home. I go to my sister's house.
Our
Actually.
sisters, yeah.
And I slept late. And then when I woke up, I saw some YouTube videos, and I was like, hey, this reminds me of my conversation last night. So I had another conversation with that guy, like through WhatsApp for 2 hours. And then suddenly I found out that same guy couldn't come, so I have to take his ticket. Apparently he was writing a script. While he's talking to me, he was writing a script. And now, because of that, also he couldn't come. So I'm like reluctantly taking this, because to me, I woke up late. And then I have a 2-hour conversation. So it's already going back to 6 o'clock. And I suddenly find out in just half an hour that there is a free ticket. And I have to go back out to another movie. And for my slice of life to this is like, whoa. This is awesome. It woke me up.
Oh boy.
I enjoyed my time, especially watching it with the boys.
With the boys.
But yeah,
You wouldn't go on your own like, I want to watch this movie
yeah.
on my own.
I wouldn't watch it by myself. I would choose to watch it before, and after having watching it, I still am not gonna watch it. Not because it's bad. It's just, again, it's not my kind of film. Like, I don't remember what score I gave it the other day, but I would just say this: somewhere around 6 to 7 out of 10,
Okay.
because it's a very fun throwaway piece of propaganda action. Oh god, it's good while it lasted, and I wouldn't change any other thing. Although I said it wasn't perfect, but it's just as non-perfect as it should have been. That's all I want to say, and I feel really glad to be able to let it out on you.
And you feel good.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel very therapeutic, man. I feel very calm.
that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.